when you think of the Catholic Church in the Navajo, you think of St. Michael's, because it sort of was the center. So to make it a pilgrimage church, I think was even though it's fairly close to the cathedral, I thought it was very significant because it was something that was a nod, if you will, to the Navajo Nation and to the Native Americans of our diocese, which are so important. Our diocese was founded for them, so it here you can receive the indulgence right on the reservation itself. The Jubilee is important for us, particularly because it's a time of grace, a time of the Lord giving us an abundance of His grace in a special way, and very, you could say, almost prodigally, with a great deal of abundance in this year, doing very simple things like pilgrimages to churches and things like that. So a few years ago we had the Holy Year of Mercy, and this complements it. Every 25 years or so, the Church has these holy years in which she wants to give more abundantly of the mercy of Christ to us, as marking those 25 years from the redemption of Jesus. So for our church here, it's particularly important because it means that those that are close by here, those that love this church, this mission of St. Michael's, Mary Mother of Mankind Parish, for them to come and to receive that grace of the pilgrimage by coming here is very special for us. It's a blessing. What I like most about being the pastor, it's hard to say. One of the things that I'm attracted to and drawn to is the fact that it is a parish that's dedicated in a very special way to the Native American peoples. I've never had the opportunity in this way to be able to deal with the Navajo and be able to serve them as a pastor. Complementary to that is the fact that we have the school here, so I'm able to assist at the school as the chaplain, and that I particularly love. I love work with the young people and with schools. The majority of the students are not Catholics, and therefore when we have Mass on Friday and they're all there, it's a different type of preaching because it's to people that are just coming to know the faith, coming to know Jesus. And it does give us a bit of, it helps us by the fact that we see that there is a response on the part of the kids. We had 10 baptisms last year from students, and this year another 13. So that's very encouraging, to see that they respond to the word, they respond to the message of Jesus. Why it was chosen as a pilgrimage church, I think is very clear. It's sort of the flagship of the Navajo Nation missions. It was one of the first missions to the Navajo Nation. When St. Catherine Drexel came here, what was it, 125, 127 years ago now, and she founded the school and she brought the friars. And of course, when she brought the friars, they had to build a friary and they had to build a church so that they would attend not only the schools and the students there, but also the people in the area. And so the very fact that it's so significant for the Navajo Nation, many, not even only on the Navajo Nation, but even outside. The church itself, the architecture is very impressive. It usually impresses people a lot when they come in. You don't see too many churches that are made entirely of stone inside and out. Somebody said the other day that it's like a little piece of Assisi that was brought and placed here. And yes, there's something of that. It's a very Franciscan church in many ways. We want people to understand that this was inspired and brought here by St. Catherine Drexel. So we're walking on holy ground, ground that saints walked, that saints bought years ago, many years ago, for this purpose, to spread the faith, to be an oasis of spirituality here in the middle of the Navajo Nation.